Self-doubt and negative thinking are like weights strapped to our ankles as we try to swim across the ocean of life. No matter how hard we paddle, those doubting thoughts and pessimistic beliefs drag us down and hold us back from reaching our potential. But what if we could shed those weights and unleash our true capabilities? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism gives us the tools to not only eliminate self-doubt, but to develop an inner confidence and mental strength capable of weathering any storm. By controlling our judgments and mastering our perceptions, we can transform every negative thought into an opportunity to build the unshakable confidence we need to achieve our goals and live boldly. In this video, you'll learn how to leverage Stoic teachings to banish self-doubt, boost resilience, and develop a confident mindset impervious to external influences. Say goodbye to the ball and chain of negative thinking, and hello to a new you, certain, capable, and empowered from within. Number 1. Practice positive self-talk and affirmations. One of the most effective ways to eliminate self-doubt and negative thoughts is to regularly practice positive self-talk and affirmations. Our self-narrative has an enormous impact on our lives, so it's crucial that we monitor our inner dialogue and replace any disempowering messages with uplifting ones. Make it a daily habit to counter any negative thoughts with a positive statement. When you catch yourself thinking things like, "I can't do this," "I'm not smart enough," or "I'm going to fail," consciously reframe that self-criticism. Tell yourself empowering mantras like, "I am capable, competent, and able to handle any challenge. I believe in myself and my abilities. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. My confidence and self-belief grow stronger each day. I have so many unique gifts and talents to offer the world. Every setback makes me wiser and pushes me closer to success." Really try to feel the intention and emotion behind those positive declarations. Say them with genuine conviction, even if you don't completely believe them yet. It's through regular repetition that they will start to replace any limiting beliefs that drag you down. You can even write some of your favorite uplifting affirmations on Post-it notes and stick them around your home or office for helpful daily reminders. Read them aloud or in your head whenever you feel doubtful or anxious. I also recommend celebrating even small wins and achievements, as they are proof you have what it takes to thrive. With consistent, determined practice, positive self-talk will become your default state. Self-doubt is often just an unhealthy thought habit that can absolutely be broken through dedication to conscious, empowering inner dialogue. By regularly affirming your worth and abilities, you will eliminate negative thought patterns and develop unshakable confidence and self-belief. Number 2. Visualize your success. In addition to positive affirmations, take time to vividly visualize yourself accomplishing your goals and overcoming challenges with ease. Our brains can't always distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones, so visualization is a powerful way to program the mind for success. Set aside 10-15 minutes each day to sit quietly and walk through detailed mental scenes of you effortlessly achieving objectives, behaving confidently, and persevering through difficulties. Picture yourself delivering an amazing presentation at work, remaining calm under pressure, or excelling in a job interview. Make the images as lifelike as possible, engaging all your senses. See your surroundings, hear the sounds, feel the positive emotions. The brain will start to encode these mental rehearsals as if they actually happened, priming you to expect success and respond appropriately when those situations arise in real life. As you visualize triumphing over obstacles again and again, your self-efficacy builds, doubt diminishes, and you develop an unshakable faith in your abilities. So be sure to devote time each day to visualization practice. Actually schedule it in your calendar so it becomes a consistent habit. The more detailed and vivid you can make your mental success scenarios, the more prepared you will be to make them a reality. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is real, so allow visualization to strengthen your confidence and program you for the success you deserve. Number 3. Celebrate small wins. One of the most important and effective ways to build unshakable confidence and banish negative thoughts is to intentionally celebrate small wins and achievements. We often overlook or downplay our progress because we're so focused on far-off goals. But failing to acknowledge our efforts, no matter how minor they may seem in the moment, can seriously undermine our self-belief. That's why it's absolutely crucial that you make celebrating small victories a regular habit. Every single time you push yourself outside your comfort zone, take on a challenge, complete an important task, learn a new skill, or make any degree of progress toward your goals, take a moment to sincerely congratulate yourself. Let yourself truly feel proud of your accomplishment, no matter how small it may be. Tell yourself empowering things like, "I did such a great job on that presentation. All of my hard work and preparation paid off." Don't just brush achievements aside in pursuit of bigger goals. Take time to sincerely acknowledge and appreciate your efforts, abilities, courage, discipline, commitment, and willingness to learn. Doing so will gradually reprogram your subconscious mind to erase self-doubting thoughts and replace them with positive expectations of your ongoing success. With regular practice, celebrating small wins becomes automatic. You build an unstoppable momentum that turns your biggest dreams into reality. So be intentional about recognizing your efforts. With each pat on the back, you take another step toward unshakable confidence in your abilities and your future success. Number 4, try a growth mindset. Cultivating a growth mindset can be immensely powerful for overcoming self-doubt and negative thoughts. A growth mindset means believing that your abilities and talents can be developed through effort and perseverance. It stands in contrast to a fixed mindset, where your capabilities are set in stone. Embracing a growth mindset reduces fear of failure and self-judgment because you see setbacks as opportunities for growth, not reasons to quit. You're motivated by challenge, not paralyzed by it. With a growth mentality, you turn self-talk like, "I'm not good at this," into, "I'm not good at this yet, but I can improve with practice." Take inventory of areas where you have a fixed mindset and intentionally shift your perspective to a growth-oriented one. Remind yourself that with dedication and grit, substantial development is always possible. Seek out constructive feedback and masterclasses to continue honing your skills without judgment. Celebrate signs of incremental progress as they reinforce the growth mindset. Appreciate yourself for the effort you invest, not just the outcome. Over time, adopting a growth mentality will come naturally as you witness your own evolution. You'll bounce back faster from failures and approach challenges with excitement for the learning they provide. The path to confidence and success isn't overnight transformation. It's step-by-step daily improvement through sustained effort. With a growth mindset fueling you, self-doubt will gradually be replaced with belief in your endless capacity for growth. Number 5, challenge negative thoughts. One of the most important skills for overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt is to consciously challenge and reality check those thoughts when they arise. Whenever you notice doubts, criticisms, or worst-case scenarios popping up in your mind, take a moment to stop and actively question the validity and usefulness of those thoughts. Ask yourself some probing questions to gain perspective, like, is this thought based in reality and facts, or is it an exaggeration fueled by my fears and insecurities? Put the negative self-talk on trial and scrutinize it from multiple angles. Look for classic cognitive distortions like black and white thinking, fortune-telling, labeling, filtering, catastrophizing, etc. Ask what advice you would give a friend who expressed those same doubts and fears. Challenging your thoughts in this way creates mental distance and perspective. More often than not, you'll find the harsh self-criticism isn't grounded in reality at all. It's distorted by insecurity and unhelpful mental habits. Explicitly questioning thoughts short-circuits knee-jerk reactions to believe them. It takes dedication and practice to catch yourself falling into negative thought patterns and proactively reality check them. But over time, the process becomes more automatic. You realize the exaggerated doubts always shrink significantly when held up to the light of objective analysis. Your inner voice becomes far more rational, supportive, and empowering. Developing the ability to challenge negative thoughts is a pivotal step in building self-confidence and resilience. Don't just accept self-limiting narratives as truth without investigation. Dispute false beliefs about yourself and watch your self-doubts gradually transform into self-belief as negativity repeatedly fails the validity test. Number 6. Focus on what you can control. When wrestling with self-doubt, remember to focus your energy on what is within your control. It's easy to play the what-if game and get caught up in hypotheticals, projections, and obsessively worrying about things outside of your influence. But all this does is fuel anxiety and negative mind loops. The productive path is to funnel your mental resources into the aspects of the situation you can directly impact with your actions. For example, if you're nervous about an upcoming job interview, don't waste time worrying about how other candidates might perform or whether the interviewer will like you. Instead, channel that energy into thoughtful preparation, researching the role and company, rehearsing your answers, doing practice interviews with a friend, etc. Before panicking or speculating about a challenge, pause and ask yourself, what parts of this can I control or impact? Then purposefully direct your thoughts and actions there. Let go of the unconstructive mental habit of fixating on external factors or theocraticals. This will help instill an internal locus of control and a sense of empowerment. Staying focused on the controllable also enables greater mental clarity to make the best possible decisions and take strategic action. And it's a way of practicing trust in yourself, the process, the universe, rather than giving in to doubtful what-ifs. With mindful intention, shift your inner dialogue to be centered on what you can control and act from that place of wisdom and power. Number 7. Seek evidence against negative thoughts. When you notice self-doubt creeping in, intentionally look for experiences and examples in your life that contradict those negative thoughts and prove them wrong. This can be a powerful antidote to negative self-talk. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking things like, "I'm not smart enough to succeed in this industry," or "I don't have what it takes to start my own business," make a deliberate effort to prove those thoughts false. Reflect on past experiences where you did succeed in that domain, even if on a smaller scale. Recall the feedback from a boss praising your performance or a time you spearheaded a successful project. Remember the courses you took and knowledge you gained relevant to your goals. Write down a list of your skills and accomplishments that contradict the self-doubt. Find at least 10 counterexamples. The more the better. Look for evidence that you do have what it takes, that you are qualified, that you can handle challenges. Actively and systematically seek out proof points showing your negative thoughts to be distortions, not truths. This builds self-efficacy and erodes irrational doubts. Whenever those anxious thoughts recur, you can reference your list of counter-evidence to reaffirm your capabilities. Seeking out facts and experiences that invalidate negative self-narratives will gradually retrain your mind to be more rational, balanced, and empowering. By proactively proving yourself wrong, those doubts lose their control over you. Number 8. Take constructive risks. Stepping outside your comfort zone to take constructive risks is a proven way to build self-efficacy and banish self-doubt. Each time you successfully face a new challenge, you gather evidence that you are capable of growing and adapting. Seek out opportunities that push you just slightly beyond your current abilities without being reckless. For some, this could be public speaking, traveling solo, taking an intensive course, or asking someone out on a date. Start small if needed, but make sure the activity involves some perceived risk and unknowns. Lean into the discomfort you feel before and during the activity without avoiding it or backing down. Afterwards, make sure to celebrate and appreciate your willingness to be brave. Consider what you've learned about your abilities. Update your self-narrative to include this expanded vision of what you can accomplish. The more you deliberately and strategically take risks, the more your self-limiting beliefs are proven wrong. You start to welcome uncertainty, knowing that you can handle whatever challenges arise. Each positive risk-taking experience compounds, gradually transforming self-doubt into hardened self-confidence. So rather than avoid activities that make you nervous, use anxiety as a compass, guiding you toward exciting opportunities for growth. By facing constructive risks head-on, You expand what you know to be possible for yourself. Number 9. Cultivate self-compassion. Treating yourself with genuine compassion is essential for quelling excessive self-criticism and doubt. We often talk to ourselves in more harsh, condemning ways than we would ever speak to a friend. Practicing self-compassion breaks this destructive pattern. The next time you fail at something or make a mistake, notice if your internal dialogue takes on a curt, punitive tone. Then consciously soften that self-talk and offer kind understanding instead. Ask yourself, if a close friend was in this situation and expressed these feelings to me, what would I say to support them? Respond the same way to yourself, with warmth and empathy. Self-compassion also means recognizing when expectations you place on yourself are unrealistic or unhealthy perfectionism. A compassionate friend would encourage you to loosen those standards and accept imperfect progress. Treat yourself similarly without judgment. Appreciate each small act of courage or dedication, even if the outcome isn't perfect. Developing a compassionate inner voice takes practice but is so pivotal. Self-criticism often exacerbates failure, while self-compassion breeds resilience. Be vigilant for harsh self-talk and make a habit of countering it with the wisdom and gentleness you would offer a cherished friend. You'll find self-doubt fades away and is replaced with greater motivation. Number 10. Identify triggers. A powerful way to minimize self-doubt is to proactively identify the situations and contexts where it most commonly arises for you. For many people, certain activities like public speaking, test-taking, or networking reliably spark performance anxiety. Make a list of your common triggers. When do you tend to spiral into extreme doubt regarding your abilities or second-guess your every move? Is it during competitions, at work when asking for a raise, when trying something new? Know which scenarios tend to hijack your confidence. Once you're aware of your doubt triggers, you can better prepare to manage them with coping strategies. Visualize yourself handling the situation well and use positive self-talk to get in the right mindset. Ask others who cope well for any advice, and recognize irrational doubts when they show up as just a conditioned response, not an objective reflection of your abilities. The more you deliberately and strategically face your trigger situations, the more you'll realize you can perform well regardless of self-doubt arising. You'll start to trust yourself to employ your tools and not buy into the skeptical thoughts. Your triggers will gradually lose their power over you. With this proactive self-awareness, you can head into each doubt-inducing scenario armed with the confidence that you have what it takes to succeed, no matter how persistently the doubts may whisper otherwise. Identifying triggers lets you plan ahead to access your inner strength. Number 11. Talk to a confidant. Speaking your self-doubts and anxieties out loud to a trusted friend or confidant can help diminish their power over you. Verbalizing our thoughts makes them seem more tangible and objective. A good listener can provide perspective and point out any cognitive distortions fueling your negative self-talk. So next time you notice your confidence spiraling, reach out to a friend or family member who you know will listen without judgment. Voice the insecure thoughts you've been silently dwelling on, even if voicing them feels uncomfortable. Simply putting them into words releases their grip. Allow your confidant to validate the emotions behind your doubts, reassure you of your capabilities, and offer an objective view. Ask them to point out any irrational or exaggerated elements of your self-narrative so you can reality check your thoughts. Knowing someone has your back can help prevent downward confidence spirals. Just a brief phone call expressing your self-criticisms out loud to an empathetic ear can work wonders. If in-person interactions feel more grounding, schedule a walk together to share what's on your mind. Make opening up a habit rather than letting doubts fester silently. Beyond one-off conversations when you're struggling, even just sharing small daily victories and goals with a friend fosters accountability and belief in yourself. Their pride in your accomplishments sustains confidence between tough moments. With trusted confidants in your corner, self-doubt stands no chance. Number 12. Try counseling or coaching. If self-doubt and negative thinking persist despite your best efforts, consider seeking help from a professional counselor or coach. They are experts at helping unearth and reframe the unhealthy beliefs contributing to a lack of confidence. Specifically, look for a practitioner who specializes in cognitive behavioral therapy, which focuses on identifying and changing dysfunctional thought patterns. They can impartially point out cognitive distortions, false assumptions, and irrational beliefs that fuel your self-criticism. In a judgment-free space, openly share the anxious narratives that replay in your mind, no matter how embarrassing. The counselor's job is to validate your experiences while highlighting opportunities for more balanced thinking. Through questioning, they can help you reality test your own automatic negative thoughts. Collaborating with a counselor provides accountability as you practice new mental habits. Try thought exercises based on cognitive behavioral principles, listing evidence against irrational beliefs, identifying triggers, conscious positive self-talk. A coach can also help shape visualization and goal-setting strategies. Seeking professional support takes courage but often fast-tracks growth. With an expert steadily illuminating your blind spots while equipping you with science-based tools, your self-limiting beliefs can finally be overturned for good. Regaining perspective and control of your inner dialogue is well worth the investment. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video on applying Stoic wisdom to overcome negative thoughts and build unshakable confidence valuable. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel. Implementing even small steps from Stoic teachings can make a big difference in developing true inner strength and self-belief. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll explore more philosophies and frameworks for living a confident, purpose-driven life. Until then, may you all find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.